So Tam is taking her talents to South Beach. I guess she's officially been fired by Adam22. That's what I'm seeing from Dejon Paul. And Dejon Paul speaks on the situation. Dejon Paul said, come over here, man. Don't worry about nothing. And I'm going to give you your own show where we respect black women. Intelligent, smart black women who don't like black men. Do 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 do. What's the righteous word? It's your boy Gangland Neem, aka Neem and I before the E. Man, golly. I don't know, y'all. Remember that, and we back with another video. New video. Shout out all my good subs. Greatly appreciate y'all. You know it. You know it. I had to throw that Tam don't like black men dig in there. You know what I'm saying? Had to do it. You feel me? She palling around this motherfucker with Enrique and all that. Nah, but I'm just playing. So I guess Tam has officially been fired. He still ain't contact her, but he just said it online apparently because Dejon Paul about to react to it. But I'm just like, why you don't just hit her and be like, yo, you fired or whatever? Like, I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be feel like them niggas so unprofessional in every sense of the word. Like, yo, it's a dub. She not up there. Whatever. All right, cool. Just tell her, hey, we're going to move on without you or whatever. You know what I mean? But that's the Kiwi Head Show, and that's how he runs his program. What can I say? If this your first time to the channel, like and describe off the back. Off the back, don't troll me if this your first time to the channel. Shame on you. And we're going to get into Dejon Paul taking up for Tam Burger. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see what he got to say.
All right, I'm going to react to it. Looks like Adam has officially fired Tam from No Jumper. Tam, don't worry about nothing. You know, I got your back, sis. Let's check it out.
You know, I got your back, sis. Shout out Spicy Brown, gang. You know, I got your back, sis.
She was that good at podcasting, right? Now, I mean, like, I think she was that good at podcasting, right? Now, I mean, like, obviously a lot of people are going to say, like, other people on the channel are not good or whatever. Okay, sure, fine. But
off top, man, Tam is good at podcasting if you ask me. I had a conversation with Moose Man on a live that I did with him and Bo Jackman, and Moose made a good point. Moose was like, if she would bring the same energy that she has on Dejon Paul platform. Now, I found that to be a bit true because Tam and Dejon, they got some good ass chemistry, bro. And Tam be popping it over here. And if she probably did a little more of that, they'd like it. You know what I'm saying? Because she be over here, she still hold herself like a respectable woman and all that. But her takes, she got a little, her takes are a little more hot over here. You know what I'm saying? On a day in LA. And she be popping it. And maybe it's because she feels welcome and comfortable with Dejon Paul. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she walking on eggshells over there with bro or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the reason. But I did agree with that. I have to be honest about that. She do be popping it with Dejon Paul, but let's continue. But she's a good podcaster nonetheless. You know what I mean?
I just didn't really think that, like, okay. I just didn't even feel like having a conversation with her about why things were, like, not really working out. I just, like, you know, I seen her, like, doing all this shit with Dejon and everything. And, you know, I just felt like, you know what? That is probably more your speed. I love that for you. I'm just going to let you do your thing. You and Dejon stream, make content. It's good. I think that you found your duo. That's what I think. I think it's a good duo. As far as anything she got to say about me, I mean, I don't care at all in any way. So, pretty much all I got for you.
Okay.
Damn.
That was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought
That was a lousy ass farewell, gang. Lousy farewell. Tam like, yo, call me a name, violate, send me off with a stimulus package. And I felt that. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt that. Like, hell yeah, turn up. Do something. Violate, bro. Make niggas come to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't do it while I was at No Jumper. Straight up. You know what I mean? But let's see what Dejon Paul got to say.
He was going to call her like a bitch or get disrespectful, and I was going to have to drive up to No Jumper and beat Adam22's ass in front of everybody. But to me, that wasn't too disrespectful. The disrespect came from him calling me Dejon. My name is Dejon, you fucking Zionist. Dejon. D, motherfucker. D. Go back to fucking New Hampshire, man. But I appreciate the compliment. I do think that Tam found her perfect duo with me. He said we were a good duo. He wants to see us stream and make content. We was going to keep doing that regardless. I think the fault for Adam, he even admitted I didn't feel like telling her. Like, that's poor leadership because
Facts.
either Adam or Josh was supposed to give, out of respect and out of professionalism, was supposed to give Tam a call and say, hey, we'll no longer need you on the platform. Appreciate your time, but it's not working out. You know, we like for you to just keep doing your content with John. Best of luck.
And this the thing too. This was kind of like salty. Josh, I'm on you, gang. I'm on you, Josh. This was kind of salty too. Like she said on one of these podcasts with Dejon that she texted Josh and was like, yo, news today or something. He was like, not today. We're trying out some of the other contestants or whatever. And to me, that kind of sound like it didn't sound like she was fired, right? Meanwhile, Kiwi had this already in his head, and it's hard to believe that Josh didn't if Kiwi Head did, right? And he said, no, we just trying out the new host or whatever. Josh could have said it right there. We gonna go in another direction. Again, but they strong suit isn't professionalism over there. You know what I mean? But that's kind of shitty. She hit you about going to the news, and then you like, oh, we just trying out some new contestants, not this news day or whatever. I would have been took it as I was fired. Niggas ain't hitting me. Ain't no communication unless I'm tapping in with people. I'd have been like, oh, I'm fired. I wouldn't even thought twice about it, straight up. But, you know, it is what it is.
That would be professional. But we're expecting two idiots that hired a unlicensed felon to walk around No Jumper with a gun on his waist and be the security guard. We're expecting two people that covered up a crime and hired an unlicensed felon to be the armed security guard at No Jumper during the year of 2023, 2024. To be professional enough to call Tam and let her know she's fired. So if they weren't professional enough to hire someone who's not an unlicensed felon to be the armed security guard at No Jumper, we definitely can't expect them to be professional enough to call Tam and let her know that she's no longer needed on the platform. For him to be talking about it on a stream 3-4 weeks into it, disgusting behavior. If I was Tam, I'd be pissed. I'd be ready to crash out. That's wrong. But again, outside of him calling me Dejon when my name is Dejon, he didn't really get too spicy with me. He must know my temperament these days is very short. So there's that. Tam will be here on Wednesday. I'll let her react to it. If she wants to keep it classy, I'm supporting her. If she wants to crash out, I'm supporting her. But either way, I know Tam.
Crash out, Tam. Give your boy a clip. Crash out on them niggas. They don't want to send you all with them. Nigga, do it up. I do it up with you. You know what I'm saying? Crash out the next time you up here at a day in LA. Straight up. Kiwi Head. Josh, No Jumper as a staff, a record label, a police precinct. Just do it up.
Tam's going to be all right. Tam, I'm working on Tam's show. Tam and I are building a set for her back there. And Tam is going to be doing her own show. I'm going to be behind the boards, producing the show. You might still hear me talking, but you won't see me on some like Josh type shit. I'm going to basically be her new Josh. And so we have a Tam show coming. It's gonna be we're gonna film it up here, but we're gonna drop it on the Welcome to Tam's channel.
Fire.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So you'll hear more about that Tam solo show.
That's fire. Look, No Jumper didn't want to have Tam up there because she was too this, she was too that, she was too professional, right? But this the thing, like, they leadership is trash, right? If you feel like she's good, but she's not doing what you need her to do on certain pieces of content, then why don't you structure something around her if you think she's good? I mean, you had her up there for a reason, right? How does it take Dejon Paul with his platform that's much smaller than No Jumper to produce a show with her? That's wild. Dejon Paul is about to produce a show for Tamburger and release it on her channel, bro. Shout out to that. I can't wait to see how that goes. You feel me? Bro said we building a set for her in the back. All this, like, damn, that's fire. That's fire. No Jumper couldn't have did something like that. Got some like-minded people with Tam. You know what I mean? And just structured something around that didn't have nothing to do with gangs, paperwork, or no bunk ass shit. Y'all couldn't have did that with y'all big platform and all them people y'all be having in the damn office. Y'all got helly space over there. You film corn. All type of shit. Like, you couldn't have did it up for her. But that's the difference in leadership. Shout out to Dejon Paul, because that's a great idea. That's a great idea. If No Jumper does this with Tam, that probably helps their female fan base. You know what I mean? Y'all don't have no females up there. Jalik, blah, blah, blah. She's not even a female if you ask me. Straight up. She don't act like no woman. She give you all the same things some brolic ass nigga give you. Right? Y'all could have did that. That would have been dope. That would have been fire. Shout out Dejon Paul, man. Real leadership over there.
Show produced by Dejon Paul on Wednesday, and I'll let her react to all of that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tam is too smart for No Jumper. No Jumper is full of failed rappers and middle-aged gang members. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to say Tam wasn't a good fit because I felt like her fit was bringing balance. Right. So Tam isn't a good fit with the current landscape of No Jumper, but I felt like her being there brought some balance. It brought an intelligent black woman's perspective, but clearly they don't want an intelligent, self-sufficient black woman. They want crystal meth smoking black women or prostitutes and twerkers and porn stars. Right. You know, that's what they want. They want junkies, you know, and hood rat hoes. That's what they want.
You know, ultimately this Tam fault, right? Ultimately this Tam fault. You come out and motherfucker talk about you don't know how to twerk and all that. You don't know how to twerk. You don't want to do this. You don't all you had to do was shake something, gang. All you had to do was shake something one time. They'll let you fly. If Tam had a shook something, she'd probably still have a job at No Jumper. Golly.
I don't want to see a respectable, intelligent, articulate, well-spoken, fashion-forward sister on the platform. They just don't want that. And so you got to go where you're celebrated. You know, you got to go where you want it, where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And now that Adam has communicated that she's fired and she's no longer there, Tam can move accordingly and focus on her own show. I came up with this idea for Tam to do her Welcome to Tam show. I said, girl, we got space. We got a full space. We got a full kitchen. We can do food content out there. Anything you want to do, let's use this building. We have this building for a reason. Let's use it. Let's build you a set in one of these corners. And even if it's this corner that y'all can't see, like there's different places for us to build a set specifically for Tam and let Tam do her thing. Tam's going to be interviewing artists and influencers and other podcasters and stuff and have her own setup and do her own thing. And I'm going to support her and I'm going to show them this is how you work with a black female that's intelligent and articulate. This is how you use her because y'all obviously weren't using her right. Y'all couldn't even get the Thursday show to work with her. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Palm trees in the chat. Love to Tam, man. Much love to Tam. Salute. Salute to Tam, man. Salute. All right, what's next? Big Sad on LA rapper.
Boom. And that's that. That's Dejon's Paul take on all of that. I can't wait to see what Tam say. He said she could be there Wednesday or something like that. I'm definitely gonna be in there for that. Again, a day in LA is entertaining, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Dejon Paul is a entertaining feller for sure. And I like the dynamic with him and Tam. I think it's dope that he's giving Tam her own show. I think it's even more dope that he's making a set for her and they're gonna drop it on her channel. That's fire to me. You know what I mean? That's fire. But I agree with everything that he said. They don't want a respectable black woman up there. They want Jalik, the meth user, and the drunk, right? That's what they want. So I guess they gonna give it. Hey, let's see how quick Jalik be back on No Jumper. Popping it too. Probably popping it about Tam. Golly. But again, I think that's dope. I think they could have sent her off with something viral though. You know what I mean? Kiwi had want to be so nonchalant. Nigga hopped on the live and basically fired Lush on live, bro. That was the most unprofessional shit ever. But it's like, damn, you couldn't do Tam like that? Call her up there, then violate. Tell her get out or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Send her off with a care package, gang. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Send her off with something good. That's how I feel. But we're going to see what Tam got to say about the situation Wednesday, I guess. And for anybody looking for any kind of marketing or promotion when it comes to this YouTube content creation, make sure y'all tap in with Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Again, that's Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Serious inquiries only. She's working with a bunch of different content creators throughout all the sectors. She can help you with anything from views to viewer retention, thumbnails, monetization, copyright strikes, whatever it is. Make sure y'all tap in with Drea the Virgo on Instagram. But what I'd like y'all to do is comment down below, man. Let me know what y'all think about Kiwi Head letting Tam go on his live stream that nobody watched. Because that's what that was. Ultimately, you let her go on the live stream. That's when you decided to speak about it when you had 300 people in that goddamn live chat. That's lame. But, yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's your boy Gangland Neem. Peace.